Welcome back to another episode of Miss Marissa Moments. Today we're going to do moon phases, and my Uncle Dan's going to help me on this one.
When we're talking about moon phases, this is a great chart to look at that give us moon phases. If you've ever looked up in the sky and noticed that the moon looks different all the time, and that's because it goes through phases. And to go through a whole cycle, it takes about 29 days for the moon to do that. To get from a new moon, in which there's no moon out at all, to a waxing gibbous, meaning it's getting bigger, and that takes about 14 days. And then it takes another 14 days from going from a full moon, working all the way back to its waning crescent and actually a new moon. And so that whole process takes about 29 days.
So now we're going to make these out of Oreo cookies. Would that be fun? Does the moon have its own light?
No, it doesn't. Even though it's real bright, the moon gets its light from the sun. It reflects the sunlight, and that's what we see. We're going to start with the new moon. And so since the new moon has no white part, all we're going to do is break our cookie apart in half. We got to twist it maybe. I'm going to scrape this one off, and you can scrape yours off.
I'm going to scrape it off.
So let's scrape that white off. Alright, there's our new moon. So there's no real bright. Our second one, we're going to make a waxing crescent. You know what waxing means?
No.
Good. It means getting bigger. And so in this one, it looks like a crescent roll on here, and that's why they call it a crescent, a waxing crescent. So we're going to take our cookie and just kind of cut an edge off of that.
Mine was not too good.
Alright, here's our waxing crescents. So what on this one, this is a first quarter moon. Okay, see that? And so we're going to go right down the middle and just cut off half of our icing. Our next one is a waxing gibbous. Waxing again means getting bigger, and on this it's getting real big. It's more than halfway. Our first quarter was halfway, now we're more than halfway. So now we just take off just a little bit of the icing on our left edge. So this is our first 14 days basically. A full moon, that means the whole moon is out, alright? We didn't have to cut anything off because it's all bright, the full thing. The next one's going to be real similar to that, only we're going to just take off a little bit on that right side. And this is, now it's called waning. You know what waning means?
No.
Getting smaller. Because waxing meant what? Getting
bigger.
Now we got waning, getting smaller. So get your full moon again. And this is a waning gibbous. And just cut it in half again. Alright, and this is the last quarter. And so the dark side now is on the right, and really what we're looking at is that bright side on the left, and so that goes right there, and that then completes all the phases of our moon. Look at that.
And here's mine, and then here's his. I hope you learned something about the moon. Go outside and take a look. See you next time on Miss Marissa Moment.